Keri, baby.
I'm about to say, tell me about Keri Hilson.
Well, everybody knows about. It's not funny. Everybody knows about Keri Hilson. I mean, it's hard not to know that back in 2009, she said some pretty egregious things in a song about Beyonce, and Beyonce is our culture's beloved. So people were
Yeah, she,
pissed.
she blackballed herself.
She did. They basically said, "You will never work in this town again."
Yeah,
And she was on a good trajectory. I mean, she had been a songwriter for however long, and then she started releasing her own music, and
and it
I
was
always,
good.
and it was great music. She was working with Kanye. She was working with all the greats. I mean, when you're a songwriter, I always feel like some of these songwriters got the cheat code because they worked with everybody in the industry. So by the time they're ready to make music, they have all these people who want to work with them and help them out.
Right.
I always think that's really cool. But yeah, she was riding high. I mean, I loved that music.
Yeah, that
Let
project.
you
I mean, I think she
down.
only has one album, if I'm correct, but that one album is really good.
Yes, yes, indeed it is. But listen, sometimes you draw a line in the sand.
Yep.
So she did an interview with the Breakfast Club this week, where they talked about it. They talked about "Turning Me On." That was the song where she said the things. Now, honestly, I don't even remember the verse. We don't need to go back there, but she does.
I was about to say, should I pull it up?
Oh, do we want to do that? We have time for that.
I can find it.
All right. Well, I'll keep talking while you're looking for it. Um, she basically says that yeah, she took a
Oh
direct
no,
jab.
I'm wrong. She has two albums,
Oh,
but they're back to back, 2009, 2010.
okay. But yeah, the song is "Turning Me On" in case you need it. Um,
Sorry, my allergies are killing.
yeah, no, it's okay. But this says the singer opened up about the infamous leaked remix of her 2009 hit "Turning Me On," which included a verse many interpreted as a direct jab at Beyonce, and unfortunately slowed down her career for years. Admitting to feeling regret for the track, Hilson further explained that the shady lyrics weren't even hers. Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-oh.
Although she chose not to identify the original writer during the sit down, the mystery didn't last long. Esther Dean, a celebrated songwriter behind hits for some of the biggest names in the industry, stepped into the comment section of the Breakfast Club's Instagram to confirm her role. Let me tell y'all what she said. So somebody wrote, I don't know who this is, Almighty D, wrote, the writer was definitely Esther Dean. Someone else responded and said, and was. And then Esther Dean responds and says, and did. It was a hit. So clearly Esther Dean. Clearly she was like, yeah, I wrote it and it was a bop.
And it was super hot fire. What's up?
I mean, Turn Me On was a great song. I don't so was the remix.
I can't find the remix on Spotify, clearly for what you said.
Right.
Let me see if I can hit the Googles.
So Esther Dean says, Esther Dean ends up sharing, I submitted a lot of verses for that remix. One got picked, and it was co-written with Keri. Looking back, it was childish and didn't age well. I see how it hurt people, especially women, and I take full accountability. I've worked with and supported many women since, but that doesn't erase the moment. I'm sorry for my part in it. Growth is real, and so is this apology.
Mm.
What confuses me about that is, but girl, why did you respond that way?
Good
And
question.
did. And it was a hit. Girl,
Right.
what?
If she's
You got
standing on business.
I mean she is, and I can't be mad at someone for standing in their truth. She did, and she took full accountability. I mean, she seemed pretty proud of it anyway. And listen,
Oh, I think I found it.
okay.
All right, hold
Oh,
on. You found
oh,
it?
yeah.
You found
Actually, some of it is in the article.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so it says she even pinpointed exactly which lyrics were written by her. Been getting dollars, boy. Gonna get your money up. No, you ain't the only homie on me. Line up. She emphasized the softest section, lines about a boy, because not only did I strongly disagree with unnecessarily. Excuse me. This is the part that Keri Hilson is saying she wrote.
Okay, well, I found
The part
the.
that Esther Dean allegedly wrote.
It says the verse in question included the line. This is from Entertainment Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it says your vision cloudy. If you think that you're the best, you can dance. She can sing, but she need to move it to the left. She needs to go have some babies. She need to sit down. She fake. I ain't turning it off. I'm staying. I'm staying turning. I'm stay turning it on. Go ahead and tell these folks how long I've been writing your songs.
I don't even. I mean, she was talking that shit.
Yeah.
It's controversial. It's controversial to say that, but that I mean, no, those were strong remarks.
Yeah.
Well, Keri Hilson responded after
Uh,
Esther Dean said what she said and took accountability. Keri Hilson said, Dean, I personally don't think this is our fight to have. I've respected you on this matter for 16 years and attempted to do that again yesterday while finally expressing the truth when asked. But since you're coming to the table, let's be clear. You used the word co-wrote. I rewrote 3 lines in your verse, which was the only battle I won in the whole matter. But you weren't there when all this was going down, and we didn't write it together. These lines are mine. Been getting dollars, but okay, so what I just read. Because not only did I strongly agree with the unnecessary hateful sentiments towards other women, and I've never been a fan of the publicity stunt method, I also argued in my trail of attempts that this verse isn't even on subject with the original song, and she puts that in quotes, which is how
yeah.
I even got those 3 lines on the remix. They were taken from the ideas/lines in my phone that I mentioned in the full interview. You chose to stay quiet for 16 years, but coming out only now when you felt a portion of the heat I've gotten all this time.
Mhm.
Sad emoji.
I
Well,
think he's
it's
about to
not
say some
sad.
fly shit.
It's
Like
the one with
sad.
the. It's like the half frown.
Still,
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
I know which one.
I really wasn't gonna discuss this. Come on, Vibe. You just refreshed the page.
Come on.
By the way, this is this is coming from Vibe's website. I really wasn't going to discuss this anymore, but in that interview, we talked about the backlash of not speaking up for myself. So I just want to finally clear the air respectfully. For those who only watch the clip, I suggest you watch the full interview. Love. Prayer hands.
All right.
Miss Keri, baby. I feel bad for that woman. I got to be honest because people don't get
Wait,
black
which
balls.
woman?
Keri
Oh, Keri.
Hilson. People, all the things, and I know this is 2025, and we are living in a different world than we were living in 2009.
It's a
Okay.
different world from where we come from.
Rest in peace,
Yes,
Aretha.
it is now, baby. All right, sorry.
Oh, because I was about to bust out in the whole song.
I know that's why I stopped because I was saying this mother flower will sing the whole song.
I will, because I know all the words. What was I gonna say? So Keri,
You feel bad for Keri Hilson.
I feel bad for Keri Hilson because I feel like I was gonna use Kendrick Lamar as an example. Kendrick Lamar said some things last year in the name of rap beef. And while R&B is not the same, what you put on a song shouldn't blackball you like the way that Keri Hilson was blackballed.
Well, The difference is, I agree you shouldn't be blackballed, but the difference is Keri Hilson was a small fry coming at the top dog. Kendrick is a big dog busting at another big dog.
I guess so, but that lady lost her career because of some song lyrics.
Yeah.
All right.
I agreed with you that it shouldn't happen. I'm just agreeing, yes, that's what happened. I'm not saying good for Keri Hilson. I'm agreeing with you. Yes, that's what happened. I'm
I'm
only
just saying
speaking
that's.
about the difference in the situation. That's all.
I'm just saying that's why I feel bad for her because this what happened to her doesn't always happen. People talk shit all the time in music, and
Yes,
what happened to her isn't a regular occurrence.
I agree. Again,
That's all I'm saying. That's why I feel bad for her because imagine you riding high. You're not the biggest fish, but you a fish in the pond with the
I
cool
mean, she
fish.
was Jonathan Majors. She was on her way. She was on a trajectory to be a top dog, and then an incident happened, and that was that. Disney pulled the contract.
I get it. I don't love that comparison, but I get it. Um, but yeah, that's that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'll be honest. What I don't really understand is why even address it all these years later.
She lost her career over it. I don't know why she was up there in the first place. Maybe she's coming out with new music, or excuse
She
me,
dropped a song
music.
in the end of March, apparently called "Bay."
So then that's probably why she's probably trying to promote her music. And I mean, I don't see how it doesn't come up if you haven't really been able to move around the industry in a decade and a half.
Right, but the people, but people know what happened. It's not something that people don't know, right? And so that's why I say I don't understand why address it publicly today. It's the opposite of the topic we were just talking about. Kiki Palmer did something publicly. We all were seeing promo, etc. It's not the same. Keri Hilson was 16 years ago. It been happened. So that's why I'm saying I don't understand why you even address it today. Because you could piss Beyonce off again.
I don't think Beyonce cares anymore. I think back then, yeah. I don't know that she cares today. And I don't think that Keri Hilson is saying anything in defense of what happened. So there would be no reason for Beyonce would look like a bully at this point. She's not doing anything in defense of her behavior. In fact, she's saying it's regrettable and
Yeah.
that she doesn't even feel like it falls solely on her.
Mhm.
So I don't. If Beyonce ended up further damaging her at this point, Beyonce would just look like the giant kicking the small fry around.
Got it. Okay.
That's my opinion. I mean, I don't know. People will probably roast me and say, "Well, Beyonce is a queen," so or some
I
nonsense
just
like
don't
that.
understand why discuss it now. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't get it.
I don't know. I didn't see the full interview, so I can't tell you how the conversation happened. I don't know
Right.
because
No, no, I
it
get
could have
that. I
very
get
well
that.
been the Breakfast Club hosts that brought it up.
Of course. Yeah, yeah. I know that's possible. I just it surprises me what people will discuss in interviews. I say that all the time. Like people get on platforms and just say stuff that I'm like, why did you say that? I will say one thing I totally respect, and I think this is one of the flyest interview moments in hip hop history, is when Cameron went on Drink Champs and was like, I'm not drinking. I got a friend who will drink for me because I know y'all want someone on camera drinking. My friend will drink. I will answer all your questions sober because people come here and get intoxicated and say stuff they shouldn't say. And that's the reason I'm here to address stuff that people have said while intoxicated. I think that was the flyest. And all throughout the interview, they're like, yo, but you don't want a little bit of this? You sure? He's like, no. I'm going to stay sober and clear minded so I can answer the things I need to answer.
Yeah. I
So
dig it.
I just wanted to shout out Cameron real quick because I think that's how you should do it.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the fact that going on Drink Champs
A recipe for disaster.
it can be, yeah.